fit enough to play any sort of part in the game today. He's on the bench, but not one of the substitutes that have been used.
It's Arsenal's FA Cup. Again, it's Arteta's FA Cup. The rookie manager who only arrived in December, but brought with him a feel for the club. He's done a personal double as player and manager with the Gunners in this competition. They win for the 14th time, extending their own record and booking a place in next season's Europa League. And number 14, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, has come up with the 2 goals he did in the semi-final, this time from a goal down to Christian Pulisic early on. David Luiz, both delighted and consoling. Stuart Robson.
Well, I think Arsenal deserved it in the end. That man was excellent. Caused Chelsea all sorts of problems in that first half. He's done an excellent job. Even when they went 1-0 down, they didn't panic. They still stuck to their game plan. He just caused all sorts of problems. He had a good game, but his positional play, lack of it was highlighted in that first half. Wasn't quite sure whether to go infield, whether to stay in the space to defend. But overall, Arsenal, I think, just about deserved it. Yes, most of the decisions went their way, but you beat Sheffield United away from home, you beat Manchester City in the FA Cup here, and then you win the final against Chelsea. You deserve to win the FA Cup.
Yeah, Chelsea with injuries, Kovacic red-carded as well. And once more, Arsenal have got the better of them in the final, just like 3 years ago, just like in 2002. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1.
Congratulations to Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, their 14th FA Cup win. That's the last 7th final. Mikel Arteta, the first man to win the FA Cup as both captain and manager of this famous club from North London.
Yeah, maybe this is the start of big things to come. Delighted for him since he's come into the club. You've seen what the players, they play for him, they've got that fight, you know, and that's the first trophy since Wenger's gone, so the fans and the club will be delighted, and especially that man there, Arteta.
Ruud Gullit won this as a manager with Chelsea back in 1997. Ruud, what's more important, winning the FA Cup or the fact that they'll be playing European football next season?
It depends on the board, you know. I think for a coach, silverware is the most important thing. I think that's no comparison. I think from where Arsenal was coming from, I think to play European football is good anyways. And I think that winning silverware is the icing on the cake. And I think they deserved it today. I think they played the last 20 minutes of the first half, they were doing already well. I think on the moment that Chelsea thought they had the game in hand, then they punished him again. I think it helped a little bit also that Chelsea was injured all over the place, and I think they played too many games, and for that reason I think Arsenal took advantage of that, and they deserve it.
Yeah, hard to take for Frank Lampard and his Chelsea players. I just wonder though, Ruud, when you won that cup in 1997, it was almost the start of 20 years of success for Chelsea. Could this be a restart for Arsenal? Is this Mikel Arteta taking the first step towards Arsenal returning to that top table, the elite level of English football?
No, you know, I hope so, because like I said before, you know, the Premier League needs a good Arsenal, you know, and it depends on the players that he wants. Lampard already bought players that he wanted. I think he's not even finished buying new players. I hope that Arteta has the same possibility, because he needs to, especially in the back. He needs players. I think that Martinez is a good goalkeeper. He's very good with his feet, also very confident. That's the way they want to play. But I think in the center of the defense, he needs to strengthen them, and he needs to, you know, keep Aubameyang. Today, 2 goals, you know, and important. You need the best players on the best moments, the most important moments, and he was there.
Absolutely. A quick reminder, if you're watching in Southeast Asia, you'll join the Atalanta Inter game at the conclusion of the trophy presentation. Stick with us here, though, in the MENA region as we go all the way through analysing this in the company of Ruud Gullit, and also now a former Arsenal FA Cup winner, Bacary Sagna, joins us. Bacary, you know what this feels like. to win the FA Cup in the red shirt of Arsenal. How will those players be feeling now?
Well, they're probably delighted to have won the game, but I want to say it's totally deserved because they put everything in to finish champion today, and for me it's totally deserved. They managed to score 2 nice goals, one on penalty and the second one is just beautiful. So, yeah, they're probably delighted, especially after the they just had, and I think they can celebrate and have a good holiday now.
Mikel Arteta, the first man to do it now as captain and as a manager, but perhaps more importantly, Bakary, because you've won this competition, because you're playing in Europe next season, does that mean this summer we don't spend the next month asking whether Aubameyang will be on his way out of Arsenal, whether David Luiz, whether the big name players at the Emirates want to move away? Is it now about bringing in players and improving this squad?
Yeah, totally. You're totally right on it. If Arsenal want to step up, I think they have to keep first of all the players, which are important to the team. Starting from Aubameyang, he showed one more time that he's a world-class player and that he's totally, fully focused on the team. He wants to do well. It's the that season.
The third time, Ruud, that Chelsea have reached this final, losing to Arsenal. A bitter pill.
It's bitter because it's you know, it's a rival, it's a derby. So therefore, yeah, it is. You know, you don't want to be in a situation in the final to lose. It's the worst feeling I think there is. I don't think I've been in a situation like that. I don't think so.
Well,
but
I do remember
although
one,
I
Ruud.
remember.
I do remember one final.
Oh yes,
but
as
let's
a
not
coach
talk about that.
With Newcastle. With Newcastle, but I was thinking as a player. Can you imagine that you always, even though you have been a coach, you never, as a player, it's so different than it is as a coach. Because as a coach, you try to put your team into a certain circumstances, and when you are a player, you can actually change something on the pitch. And that is, you know, as a coach, is horrible. It's a horrible feeling not to do. You know, you try everything and it doesn't work. In the moment that we lose in the final, it was against Man United who won the treble. So I could live with it.
Chelsea players making their way back to the dressing room. Just a reminder, there'll be no presentation for Chelsea today. They'll receive their runners-up medals separately. The only presentation will be on the field of play to the Arsenal players. I just wonder, Ruud, once the dust has settled, Chelsea may well look back at this season as being more successful than Arsenal because they've qualified for the Champions League. Is it too soon to start looking at things philosophically?
Oh, it's difficult, you know. I find this comparison very, very, very hard. Of course, for Chelsea board, it is important to go in the Champions League because of the money you earn back. Oh, I don't know if I would. I just want silverware. I'm sorry. I'd rather have the silverware. Although qualification for Champions League is important, I understand. But for personal point of view, I think that if Lampard looks back at his career and he lost already a final, you know, you don't want to be in that situation. You want silverware immediately.